All right, guys, welcome back. This is Paolo, and this is episode 3 of my series. Oh, last episode I died to Elvarg, and I lost my stuff. So I lost an adamant plate body and a kite shield. Could have been so much worse, but it's okay. We got there in the end. Got all my free-to-play quests done, which was one of my goals before getting to members. And this episode, I think we're going to really push for getting to in the top 1,000, which is one of my other goals. Right now, I'm at 1209, rank 1209, with a total level of 561. Rank 1,000 is 594. So, about 30 levels. I think that's definitely doable. And I'm going to push further than that, see how far I can get in this episode. But since the last episode, I have been doing a bit of woodcutting. I've got 44 woodcutting from 30 at Willows, and I've just started killing dark wizards as I cut them as well. And you can see I've got quite a few runes here. I've realized that you can get quite a few natures and some lore runes and a bunch of elemental runes, so I think it's worth doing. I've got a goal of getting base 50s for everything as well. So one of the things that would include would be magic. Magic can be quite expensive with runes, so why not? I'm going to kill these as I go. I think I'll aim for getting to maybe 60 woodcutting here. It's going to take probably like 6-7 hours, I guess. And I should get some attack levels and maybe a defense level too. So let's see. All right, that's a rune axe sorted. Shout out to Bert. 19k. It's quite cheap now. When I first started, these were going for well over 100k. So, I think that's 19k is a fair price. It might drop a little bit, but not too bothered. That should increase the rate which I chop, which is always good. Okay, that's 50 woodcutting. Now at 60 natures. Not too bad. And we've got 1.6k willow logs. That's 51 woodcutting. That's 49 attack. That's 50 defense. And that's 55 woodcutting. Nice. That's 50 hit points. Alright, that's 50 attack and base 50 melee stats all achieved. Okay, so after that I've got 3.3k willow logs and I've got all these runes, 125 natures, that's a good chunk of change, a bunch of laws, and some other useful runes as well. I think I'm going to bank all these now and just focus on getting 60 woodcutting from 57, just to speed up the process. Then after that I'm going to do some mining, I think. Alright, that's 60 woodcutting, so before going to do some mining, I think I'll go do some fire making, get 50 fire making. I've got around 4,000 willow logs, so I should definitely be able to get that. That's 40 fire making, so quick once you have the logs. And that's 50 fire making, 600 total. Wow, okay, that's a good milestone, and I think that actually might bring me into the top 1,000. So if we just look at the high scores here, currently rank 1063. I just need to log out and look again to update the high scores. Refresh. Boom, rank 991. All right, I think we can probably update my goal of top 1,000 because that's complete. Let's have a think about that. Okay, so I'm testing out this mining spot north of Edgeville. It's got a couple of irons, 3 coals. The problem is I've got 33 mining, so mining the coal can be really slow. And the other problem is these skeletons are taking a chunk of health out, so I have to carry some food. So I think probably the best option right now is to go to Varrock Mines and get 41 mining for the rune pickaxe, and maybe get another Addy plate body again, just to build up my defense. Maybe even a defense hammy, to be honest. That might actually help. Alright, that's an amulet of defense, super cheap. That's 41 mining. Alright, just made some upgrades. I've decided not to go for the adamant plate body and kite shield this time because I know I'll just get absolutely destroyed by a PKer at some point in the wilderness. So I've gone full Giga Noob. I've got the Army of Defense, studded body, and of course some boots, gloves, and cape. Massive upgrades. So you can see I've got 88, 91, 82 defense bonus. If I put all those on, it goes way up to 113, 126, 115. So hopefully this gives me a bit more defense at the skeletons and I guess a tiny bit of defense against some PKers, but I think if a PKer comes I am screwed, so let's see how that goes. Now I just need to go get a rune pickaxe, but to do that, I need to get some cash, so I'll probably sell either some willow logs or some runes, maybe some iron ores, we'll see, not decided yet. That's the Addy pick sold. All right, 100 nature runes for 28k. I think I could get more, but I'm in a bit of a rush, so no worries. Immediately blow my cash stack on a rune pickaxe, but definitely worth it. This should make those coals come much faster at the wilderness. Look at me. Absolute chad. Okay, so mining here, still pretty slow. I mean, the coals are taking obviously significantly longer than the iron to mine. I did time walking to the bank as well. It takes about 47 seconds to walk to the bank, whereas in Verrocki's it takes about 55, so marginally faster here, but obviously we've got the trade-off with mining this coal. You see that took quite a while, whereas iron's pretty much instant at my level. So I think I'll stick it out here for a bit, see if it gets faster with levels. And yeah, I mean, I need coal anyway, so I think it's probably worth a bit of a trade-off. So yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, I thought I'd just give a quick update. I'm nearly 46 mining, and yeah, this location's pretty good. I wouldn't recommend coming here if you have less than 50 defense. What I'm really doing is picking up 2 lobsters from the bank on each trip and maybe eating 1, sometimes 2. If I had maybe that adamant body or a kite shield, it would be a bit better. But then again, I'd be risking more than I want to really risk. So yeah, if you want some, I've not been crashed yet. That's a problem I was having at Varrock East when I was getting 41 mining. I got crashed a couple of times. Here, I've not been crashed at all, and I've not actually seen any people. So it's fairly low risk, but yeah, you do run the risk of getting found by a PKer. But it's a good balance of coal to iron as well. Obviously, getting more iron because it respawns faster. But now I'm 45 mining. The coal is again much faster to mine, so that's cool as well. So overall, I think I'm happy I chose to come to this spot. I think I'm going to keep going for 50 mining. I might not get it all the way there. Might go take a break and do something else. But yeah, certainly a good place to get a few levels. And that's 50 mining. Decided to go all the way through. Yeah, not too bad. Got quite a few ores. I think 1.5k iron, 400 coal, something like that. I think I'll do some smithing, smelt those coals into steel bars and make something out of those. It'd be nice to get to 40 smithing, but I don't think I'll have enough bars for that, but I'll see how far I can get. Then probably do some fishing and cooking, get those to 40. Okay, so it's now Monday. I decided to do some fishing instead of smithing. Did some cooking as well down in Barbarian Village, but it's Monday, so I'm back at work. The weekend grind is over. I gained so many levels over the weekend. Woodcutting got up to 60, mining to 50, various other stats also went up. But yeah, I don't have as much time on a weekday. I do work from home, so I think I'll do some AFK combat. I think I've seen a Black Knight's Fortress method of AFKing, so probably give that a go. But yeah, I won't be going as hard as I do during the weekends. So we'll see. I think my total level is now 624, and top 500 is around early 700s, maybe 710 at the minute. So I think if I do a bit of pushing this week and next weekend, I think I can get into the top 500 and maybe beyond that. But it just really depends how many people are really grinding for members now. I think I'd love to make a video about the top players, maybe interview them and see how they do it, because I was watching the podcast yesterday with the developers and some content creators. Really good podcast if you haven't seen it yet. But a lot of the top players were talking about tick manipulation and things like that, and I'm really not into that kind of thing. I'm more casual player. I did play early days of OSRS, but I stopped pretty quickly. So I played in 2013. I pretty much quit as soon as the Grand Exchange was released because I just don't like the Grand Exchange era. I'll go into more detail on that one day, I'm sure, in a bit of a ramble. But yeah, I'd love to know how those top guys are doing it, because they seem to have a lot of hours in a day, and they obviously using a lot of different techniques to get there. And I wonder if there's just something, even though I can't play all day, and I don't really want to do the tick manipulation. Like maybe there is some tips I can pick up to make some better progress. So yeah, if you do have any tips, just leave them in the comments below. Like, what could I be doing during the day, maybe, where I've got to work, but something low impact, something that's not too distracting? Let me know. So I was going to do AFK combat, but I'm out of GP and I don't have a adamant plate body or kite shield anymore because I lost them to Elvarg. Silly me. So yeah, I mean, I just tried to sell some nature runes, but there's not many people online. It's the morning on Monday. So I've decided I'm going to do some yew chopping in Edgeville. Maybe get a tree spirit. Maybe get a potential rune axe drop from it. But yeah, I think yew trees are AFK enough to be able to work at the same time. So let's give that a go. Speaking of the top players, there's Dead Botting, currently ranked number 2. Okay, so Dead Botting plays 20 hours a day. That's 61 woodcutting at use. I've got just in an hour, just over 120 yew logs, I think. And I've logged out a few times because I'm just kind of AFKing. So that's not too bad at 60 woodcutting. So what's that? If I were to fletch these into yew longbows and alp them, that's pretty much like 100k cash. You get 768 gold per yew log. So I think this is a bit of a long-term money-making thing here. So when members comes out and I get 70 fletching, should be able to turn this into cash, which is nice. I think I'm going to keep doing this. All right, this is the first time I'm trying to kill a tree spirit. Hoping for a rune axe. Come on. Nothing. Nice. Do 3 wood cutting. I think I've got quite a few yew logs now. Been going pretty much 3 or 4 hours, I guess. Maybe 3. It is good for AFKing, but the logout timer is a real letdown, 90 seconds. Tree spirit at number 2. What am I going to get? Sapphire. Okay, end of the workday. Managed to go from 60 to 63 wood cutting, just 9k experience off 64, and gathered 688 yew logs. That's about, assuming I make my own nature runes and bowstrings, that's over 500k cash, which I can gain from high alching. I'll probably do that whilst training agility or something like that later on in the game, but for now I'll just remain here. Cool, I think now I'm just going to round off my fishing and cooking levels to around 40, and I think that'll be the end of the video. Sweet, that's 40 fishing and also got 42 cooking whilst doing that. So to finish up, I thought I'd do a quick bank update. Haven't done one since the first episode. I'm running really low on cash, so I spent most of it on more arrows. I bought some gems and my rune axe as well, and rune pickaxe. So I do need more cash, probably go make some soon, or maybe sell some nature runes again. But yeah, I've got a lot more resources now. Obviously I've stocked up on iron and coal. I need to make those into steel bars at some point. Got a pretty big stack of willows. Probably do some more fire making, but also I want to save some for fletching. And a good stack of yew logs here, which I'll convert into cash at some point, probably like, I don't know, I guess three weeks from now, once I get 70 fleshing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I got my stock of arrows, which I'm going to use probably in the next episode to get 30 ranging. Not a big fan of ranging, but I think I'll do that at cows, because I want to get some crafting levels. Like, my crafting's quite low. I saw a method, I think Index shared it, where he was camping basically cows at the crafting guild and then immediately fletching them into hides inside the crafting guild. Pretty nice way to get crafting up with some combat experience, so I'll probably try that once I hit 40 crafting. But yeah, I mean, I've hit 640 total, which actually brings me to rank 822. Now, my goal was top 1000. We've smashed that, and I think we can do much better. I really think we can probably hit rank 500 before members is released. So if we look at rank 500, that's 709 total, and that's only, you know, I'm what, 640. So 69, way 69 levels away. Definitely doable, particularly because I've got low range and some other low levels. So yeah, I think we can do that. Maybe even push for 400. We'll see. We'll see. But in terms of like base 50s, that was my other goal. I'll probably reevaluate that one as well a little bit. So I think prayer is a bit of a stretch, and rune crafting is a huge chore. Given that I work during the week as well, I don't know if I could actually do that. But I did see this shared in a Discord, and these stats are the minimum levels required to basically do all the members quests. So I think these stats here are what I should actually be aiming for members release. And I'm not too far off most of them. There's a few that I'm nowhere near really. It was smithing, magic, but other things are achievable. Prayer, 42. I'm 40. I may as well go for 43. Crafting, I'll do that maybe at Cows and Crafting Guild. And then, of course, there's a few. I mean, there's not much else for me to say for this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's been really fun to make these videos. So if you'd like to see anything specific, a bit more than a progress video, maybe some rambles. I always love listening to a few different YouTubers rambling. Garlic in particular is pretty good at it. I like listening to his rambles. So if there's any topics you want me to talk about while skilling, let me know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.